Hi, this is a 5-minute voice class. My name is Britt Moore. I am a professional singer. I sing all over Arizona right now, and I sing all over the East Coast, and I teach voice lessons in my house. But I have taught at the college level, and I have taught online. So since this is just a short little segment, I'm just going to show you a little bit of information about breathing. We've all heard that we want to breathe from our belly, but what does that actually mean? Well, let's pretend you just got done running a really fast race with your friend, and when you get to the finish line, you tend to breathe like, oh my gosh, that was so far. You're breathing at the top of your lungs and your chest is heaving and your shoulders are going up and down. That is a great way to breathe to catch your breath quickly, but it's not a good way to breathe if you're going to be singing something. It doesn't give you a lot of fuel, which is your air, to be able to hold out long notes, to be able to sing through long phrases. So we want to breathe in a different way. Now, if somebody tells you take a deep breath, a lot of times people will want to make their belly skinny when they do that. They'll want to go, and then when you breathe out, they might want to go. We actually don't want to do that. We want to breathe the opposite direction from that, which feels a little strange in the beginning because we're so used to taking a deep breath to say the next sentence. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to pretend we're breathing through a drinking straw, and then we're going to hiss the air out between our teeth like this. It's going to take some practice, and the point of voice lessons or a voice class or vocal coaching is you want to try to learn good habits and make them become automatic so that you're not having to think about that when you're performing or when you're singing. You just want it to become very natural. And that takes time. This is why we practice things. So when you take a deep breath, instead of sucking in your gut, you're going to actually pretend like it's a balloon being inflated with this air that you're drinking through this drinking straw. So it's going to be more like this. Okay, and sometimes, and you can see that I even did it, it takes a little bit of brain work to try to get started. Sometimes it helps if you just start with the hissing part. Get rid of all your air through your teeth. Now, the only reason why I'm telling you to drink through the drinking straw is just it kind of helps you focus on allowing your belly to get bigger. We don't really sing that way, but it is something that will help you straighten out what your belly needs to do. Be careful when you're doing this because sometimes it can make you a little lightheaded. So you want to practice doing that. Once that becomes a little bit more natural, you don't have to do it through the drinking straw so much. You can just take a nice big gulp of air. So see how when I breathe in with a normal breath, my belly gets big. I get a lot of air fuel. Now at some point we can switch this hissing to holding out a note. So I'm sitting in front of my keyboard here, and I usually just like to start on, this is G3, the third octave of a G. Don't worry if you don't know where the notes are. You can just do this on any note that comes into your head. But try to hold out a note on ah. Think about that hissing. Notice when we were hissing, the air wasn't rushing out really fast. We weren't getting rid of a lot of air because we're creating a space where we have to push the air through our teeth. That helps us hold back the air a little bit as our fuel. If we just went, we would lose all our fuel. So the hissing kind of helps us slow down. Think of that when you're singing an ah note. Might be nice to find the right note, right? Wait, that's pretty low. Let's do middle C instead. So we're gonna balloon up. See, I could hold it for a long time because I'm managing my air. I'm not getting rid of it too quickly. And then we can take that and use it for warm-ups. I usually like to start with something that's descending, meaning going down. The notes are going down. And I would take you through these warm-ups on different vowels, warming up slowly so that we don't hurt ourselves, just like warming up your muscles for a race. So that's a little bit about what we would do in the beginning of a voice class. It's very difficult to show you everything in 5 minutes. There's a lot more to it than that, but it's really fun, and you can become a better singer relatively quickly. Thanks!